The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Tax the rich, feed the poor, tell there are no rich no more.
Hello, everybody out there listening to ARM Radio. My name is Donald Wisman, a special guest tonight on Pot Talk with Jim Bell and Paul Daniels and Josh. I've never been on here with Josh before, but I think he's related to Paul. And, you guys want to say hello to everybody? And
hello, everybody!
Hello.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
We're on the air. Light her up.
Okay, you guys light her up because there's a couple things I want to talk about tonight. I don't know if I'll stay the whole hour. You guys, but anyway, I know Jeremy will be on here in a little bit. But you guys, this is the month of May, y'all, and this is National Gay Pride Month. You guys know that, right?
Did you just say the month of May?
Yes, he did.
No, dude, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I screwed up. I think of fairies, May, flowers, whatever, but June. This is Gay Pride Month, all right? So there's this big deal going on. You guys all know about it with this rainbow flag, okay? And they wanted this rainbow flag to fly at the White House and embassies, or United States embassies around the world, but Trump and the State Department refused this, all right? Refused that. Then I think Obama used to let these rainbow flags fly. But here's the thing, you guys, and I want you guys to talk about this for a little bit. All these gay people, and I don't care who you love. It's not a problem with me who you love. I don't care if you love your horse. Go out and have sex. That's your business.
I do.
Right? I don't hate
the horse doesn't like it.
Well, maybe. Well, I don't care who you love. That's your business. But I'm a heterosexual. I'm a straight male. I don't push my heterosexuality on any gays, and most of these gay people, not all of them, but most of them are liberal. Now listen, you guys, in the past few years, the liberals, and along with the gays and all these other little freaks out here, they go around the country. They want to take down the Ten Commandments. They want to take down all the Confederate monuments. But what do they want to do? They want to shove this rainbow-colored flag up our ass so we can sit there and just shove it down our throat. Now, do we have any rights anymore? Or are they the only ones with rights to take things down? I don't want to see a rainbow-colored flag under the American flag, you guys, because the American flag, it represents all of us. We don't need a rainbow flag.
Exactly. This is bullshit. Nobody's got the right to be a fucking homo. You know what I mean? And to make it a right. Now they're talking transgender. They got rights. There is no right to a transgender. If you're sporting a dick, you're a male.
Well, yeah, you have the right that everyone else has. And that's it.
You feel as though you're a woman. You don't force me to live your delusion.
Exactly.
Hey, at least it's not Canada, because in Canada, if you misgender somebody, you can go to jail and be fined for it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, they're forcing people to fucking about, and that's just bullshit. Once Trudeau's out, that'll all change.
Well, Paul, Jimmy, Josh, listen, man. When I was younger, there was one word we used, and I didn't even hear it until I was a teenager. Faggot, all right? Now, then it went to LGBT, but it's grown. It ain't stopped there, guys. It's LGBTQIA+. What the fuck is the QIA+ stand for?
You know what the Q stands for? The Q stands for question.
What? Okay, what's the QIA+? I don't get it.
Oh, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, they lost me after like the fifth letter.
Yeah, it sounds like something you order at a frickin' drive-thru now.
No, this is just the latest of the liberals spouting out this is now law. Demanding it.
Yeah,
demanding it.
Do you know what it is? They're purposely making it as confusing and hard to navigate as possible, because not only do they want you to believe in what they believe, they want it to be an absolute inconvenience for you to believe what they believe.
I don't want it shoved down my throat. I don't want it, guys. And if these liberals that live in this freaking country, if that's the kind of country they want to live in, well, they're going to destroy the whole freaking country. I don't want my grandkids to grow up in a country where there's rainbow flags flying on every flagpole in every school. I don't want it, guys. I hate that crap.
Let New York and California live in their own and see how long they can get along without the U.S. government. All right, that's the only reason why they exist. So we got to stop all the shit going to New York and California for illegals.
Well, exactly. I agree with you, Jimmy. I totally agree with you. But, now we got the elections coming up, guys. We got to talk about that. Next year, it'll be here before we know it. I do think Biden, you guys may differ on this. I don't like Biden, but we're going to talk about him. I think he's going to get the Democratic nomination. That's just my opinion.
Not at all. It's way too early, because wait till he gives a couple of gaffes, he'll fall down. You know who's going to come up as Buttigieg and Harris?
Pete Buttigieg, or whatever the heck his name is.
Buttigieg.
Whatever.
The gay guy.
Budapest? The gay guy.
Yeah, the one with the husband.
That's all we need in the White House is a gay president and a first man. Really?
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
no.
Hillary
He'll still be the first
so I
lady.
don't know why they ever think a gay guy will get in.
Gee whiz, you guys.
Well, he does have some brains more than the rest of the people that are running. He actually does, but he's liberal. He's just skewed.
Well, Jimmy, you ever listen to a really, really good song on a CD player? And to me, that's like Trump serving his first term. When you listen to a really good song, I'll jack it back and listen to it again. And that's what we got to do. We got to get Trump back in there to serve a second term, man. It's a must. Trump must serve a second term.
I got a feeling everybody's going to be complacent when it comes to it. The Democrats are going to fucking scare people into voting for Trump, and a lot of people won't go and vote.
No matter what happens, no matter
that's
who gets
the only
elected,
chance they got.
If Trump gets in, all of the liberals are going to lose their ever-living mind. And if Trump loses, then all of the
they're going to pull no holds barred.
Nope, and all the conservatives are going to know that the fix was in.
Well, not only do we got to get Trump back in here, guys, but, I mean, that winning that House back is a must, too. We must take the House back next year. We got to get rid of these freaks. I mean, I don't know, like, people like Omar. I can't pronounce her first name. Ehan or something from Minnesota. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, she was the one. Oh, whatever, yeah. I mean, people like her and Cortez and Maxine Waters, they live in those areas that are just so full of liberals. I don't think we're ever going to get them out of the House, you guys. I don't know how we can. I don't live in their district. Their congressional
district. Like Pelosi said, a glass of water could get elected if it had a D next to it.
I'll tell you exactly how you get all these people out. What you do is you make the House and Congress and the presidency a lottery system with no pension. That would clean up all of the corruption immediately. You'd see all these people evaporate into thin air.
Or at least term limits, Josh.
Right.
At least term limits.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Biden, he's just way too old. You know what I mean? Like I said, I could not see him being president and be a puppet behind him telling him what to do. He's lost his mind.
Looking.
Bernie's even worse. He's 77.
Yeah, at least Bernie has some kick in him. Every single time Joe talks, he sounds winded.
You guys.
Yeah, I know it.
Our soldiers fought and died to stop what Bernie Sanders is spreading in this country right now. That is a disgrace for this man to even be in the political stage right now, to run as a president for the United States when our soldiers went to Korea and Vietnam to stop the spread of that crap. I mean, socialism is basically the same thing as communism, and it's here.
He's not the only one running as a socialist.
Well, how many? What are they? Like 23 of them now running or more?
I'd say at least 15 the socialist.
I didn't know
Liz
that.
Warren,
a lot more than that.
Liz Warren is, that's for sure.
Yep.
I mean, she doesn't live her life as a socialist, but she's running as
I bet Buttigieg is the same thing.
So do you basically think most of them are socialists now, Jimmy? I mean, the Democratic Party?
Absolutely. They're going for broke. They're doubling down. They think there's more wacky, loony left than there are Trump supporters.
Well,
they're idiots.
If socialism works, Jimmy, Paul, and Josh, how come people don't move to Venezuela then and be happy
Right.
where
They keep
socialism
saying,
works?
look at Denmark and them, and Denmark and the rest of them are saying, we're capitalists.
No, that ain't capitalism. America.
Oh, yes.
Denmark it is. It absolutely is. They play by the market.
They're more
But they have
market than we
socialist
are.
programs, just like we do. Medicare, Social Security.
My bad. I
Those
thought
are
you said Venezuela.
As a matter of fact, the fucking the leader of Denmark told Bernie to stop saying
using them as a fucking example.
Stop saying we're socialist. We're not. Sweden's not socialist.
Well, maybe that's what I heard. I don't know.
No, you want to see real socialist? Round all these dudes up and drop them off in Venezuela for a week.
Exactly. Let them go try to get an aspirin.
What would it cost you, $1,000?
Did you know in Sweden?
I mean, the money
they
down
have private schools that you can send your kid to and choose.
Yeah, what do we call them? Charter schools.
Yeah, but they're everywhere, and they put them purposely right next to the
competition. So these people ain't in a teachers union where it doesn't matter what they teach the kids. These people, their competition, they're going to be on the top of their game if they want to keep their job.
Yeah, because you can send your kid right across the street to the fucking private school.
Right.
I think public schools are becoming a disgrace to you guys.
It is because of the unions. They were great back in the 60s when they competed. Then all of a sudden they weren't unionized.
Well, I don't think they should be allowed to teach our kids. If they're going to teach this...
They're indoctrinating them, and that's because of the unions.
Well, Jimmy, if they're going to teach anything, but if they're going to teach politics, teach it all. Don't just teach democratic ways or liberal ways. Teach conservative ways. Teach it all. If you're going to teach them. Let them know that there's other politics out there other than being a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? And what is being a Democrat anymore? It's all about giving away free stuff. Somebody's got to pay for that shit.
That's why
somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah, I know.
It just burns my ass, you guys. It's one of the reasons I don't do many videos anymore. I get so daggone frustrated. My blood pressure just skyrockets, man.
Yeah, I seen an interview where sorry to cut you off, Donald, but
you're fine, brother.
How they want to tax the top earners at like 90% or something, right? And the guy goes, well, so your friends are going to be cool, right? With getting the free college education and stuff. Yeah. He goes, but what happens when they become part of the 1%? You think they're going to be okay with paying out 90% of their pay? Well, yeah. He's like, no, what are you smoking? Oh, it's Cavuto.
Cavuto, yeah.
He was talking to some girl. He goes, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you give free college and free health care to everyone, he goes, if you taxed everyone in the United States at 100% of their income, the fucking well, not the fucking system, but the system would collapse in 6 years.
I know where you're coming from about the rich people paying all the taxes in this country, and I don't think it's right, you guys. What if you became rich right now, Paul, Jimmy, Josh? What if you were rich? To me, taking your money like that, that's theft. And they've brainwashed some of these poor people. I'm poor myself, but I'm a self-thinker. I think on my own.
I'm poor, and that gives me hope. You know what I mean? But these people just want to take it away.
Well, a poor guy isn't going to give you a job, Jimmy, or Paul.
That's right. They're giving me a job.
And yes, Trump's taxes did go to the rich, but the rich gave us jobs.
There you go. Bingo.
Raised wages.
And it still went to the poor, too.
Exactly. That's why they
went across the board.
Everybody got a raise.
If you hurt the rich, the jobs are leaving. They're bye-bye if you attack the rich. You can't attack the rich. You can't.
You attack them, then we'll go back into a depression again.
And Jimmy,
people will be leaving the United States.
You're just as poor as I am, and I'm glad you realize that, because a lot of poor people think, oh, that President Trump's rich, he's helping the rich people. Well, you gotta help the rich people, because the rich people are the ones building these companies and factories and putting all the poor people to work.
They're the
and
ones that sign our paychecks.
There you go, brother. Not a poor man has never signed my check. Not a poor guy.
That's for sure.
Maybe my wife, but you know.
And you can't get that through to the Democrats. They keep saying trickle down don't work, but it did. It worked with Reagan. It's working with Trump.
Hell yeah! Well, have you guys noticed here lately?
Twice in history, we succeeded.
But let's look at the whole world. Just look at the world right now. We're kind of at peace. I don't hear much about the Taliban or ISIS anymore. I don't ever hear any of that garbage anymore. The economy's doing good. The world's doing pretty good, guys, under President Trump. Yeah. So what's the problem? I don't know why they hate the man so much.
Oh, if ISIS was around, the press would make sure that they'd make damn sure that Trump didn't do enough.
You know what I mean? I'll tell you why they hate Trump. Because there's an R in front of his name.
Right.
And that's all they know. They're uninformed. They don't bother to take the time to at least check out the reason they hate somebody.
Well, you'd think his own party would all back him, but they don't back him, Paul.
Yeah, that's Mitt Romney.
That's a different reason. That's because he's not part of the establishment. And there's nothing more than Washington, D.C. hates more than the fucking boat getting rocked.
Well, I think he took that, all the money they was putting in their pockets, I think he took that away from them. I think he stopped all that bullshit that was going on in Washington.
Well, first of all, go ahead, Josh.
I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh, I thought I was interrupting you.
Oh, no. I was actually spacing out.
Nice.
Jump in anytime.
You got it.
What was you saying, Paul? You were saying something.
The establishment hates when an outsider gets in. Trump was never supposed to win.
Nobody thought he would.
George Stephanopoulos, which is ironic. I just interviewed him the other day, but he laughed when somebody said Trump.
When in Coulter went on fucking
Bill Maher.
Yeah. Bill Maher, yes.
Everybody in the audience, all the liberals laughed.
Yep. And that was just for the nomination.
For the nomination, never mind president.
Well, we was all laughing when he won, watching their faces, so it made me laugh. It really did.
I was on the bandwagon from fucking day one. The day he announced he was running for president, I was like, finally, a fucking business, a real businessman.
Yeah.
Not a Mitt Romney fucking slurping the fucking... I'd love
the biggest turn on when he wasn't a politician.
Yes. Had no political experience.
And then the way he treated his fucking debaters, you know what I mean? And he was just classic.
Oh my God.
I never got into politics so much I did until starting in 2015.
Watching them debates was fucking pure gold.
Yeah, it was gold.
Loved him. Better than a soap opera. I don't even know how Obama became president. What was he? He was a senator, for 4 years? He was a community organizer?
Exactly.
4 years.
He
community organizer?
There was a lot of guilty whites.
He was just a good speaker, I guess. I didn't listen to
him. He wasn't.
He's like a Buttigieg. That's what Buttigieg is. He's going to be a shitty president.
Did you really think
but he's articulate.
I didn't find him that articulate.
I did.
Did you?
When I saw him at the beginning, not at the town hall, he fucked himself up in the town hall. I didn't think he was in presidential at all.
Hey, can you guys tell me, or do you know why Sarah Sanders Huckabee is leaving? Why is she leaving?
Had enough. You notice there hasn't been any her giving the press questions. I forget what you call it.
I mean, it ain't
press conference. She hasn't had a press conference in months.
I mean, her and Trump's still getting along, right? I mean, there.
He wants her to run for governor of Arkansas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's her daddy was governor there after Bill Clinton, wasn't he? Mike Huckabee.
Yeah, I think it was before Clinton. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what, Mike Huckabee, I know he's a big Christian, but I'll tell you what, he put a lot of guys in that electric chair. I mean, he would fry them, dude. You know what I'm saying? Or death penalty. I mean, he didn't.
That's why there's less crime in Arkansas.
Well, you guys, and that's another thing about our system is our court systems. I think they need to supercharge our criminal system. They need to put that sucker on a fast lane like a death row. Get rid of all these appeals. If you're found guilty without a reasonable doubt in 2019 with all this DNA, fast track their ass and don't let them sit around there for 30 years. That's just stupid.
If there's a question, you know.
Yeah, you gotta run the process.
When they start telling it beyond reasonable doubt.
No, you want
conclusive.
Anything.
Right, you want video.
Yeah, DNA.
Their beyond reasonable doubt nowadays is just if they don't like somebody.
Well, you guys.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't do well on this. Yeah, I don't like the way he looked.
Well, wait a minute now. I mean, before you get me on this, but back before this DNA came out, I mean, there was a lot of guys that went to prison that were innocent. I mean, that they've released a lot of them. I'm talking about nowadays. With all this new technology they got, and they find out they say you raped and killed a girl, you're with semen and all that DNA, and you were proven to be guilty. I don't think you should sit around for 30 years waiting to be executed.
No, not for 30.
Oh, they waiting on these all appeals and stuff. It's just that's too long, you guys.
Get 3 appeals every 2 years. How's that?
So how long does it take somebody?
6 years. Do the math.
It's the courts. They're the ones that fucking slow the process down. They don't want They don't want to hear anything in the first 5 years. So that's them doing it.
Yeah. Well, you ever notice judges are really lazy?
Yeah, they are. They want a fucking 10-to-2 job.
Yeah.
They don't get no hurry, do they?
Yeah. Judges are the laziest people on the planet. Like, the Supreme Court will hear something, right? And then, like, a year and a half later, you'll get their fucking,
Oh, their little thing they write up. I forget what they call it.
Yeah, the dissertation or whatever they call it.
Yeah, they're wordy. I forget. It's called something. Oh, shoot. Paul, man, you get me on this stuff all the time.
But you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
they write their reasoning, their judgment and stuff. Right. It's like, really? A year and a half later?
Well, what's up with, like, if somebody does
the opinion. Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay, right after, yeah, Jimmy, thank you. Very smart. Jimmy, by the way, I watched you here a while back on the Joe Roxo Night Talk. It was a pretty good show. You guys had me laughing that night, man.
Was that with me and Coach?
You guys were talking about coming and taking medicine. I was laughing my ass off, man, and it was funny,
was this
man.
Recent?
I went on there one Thursday night coming back early from your house.
Yeah, because
he invited me on, and I actually got on. Usually invites me on, I can never get on the fucking thing.
Yeah, it was live video, but you missed it, Paul. If you didn't watch it, it's funny. I mean, Jimmy just comes right out and says, I take one pill that stops me from coming and something that makes me come. I don't know what he is.
One will stop me from coming, and the other one will let me stay hot for 4 hours. That's what it was.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
Don't they have a type of weed out for that shit now?
Jimmy had me rolling.
Oh my God! You gotta talk to your doctor, Jimmy.
Jimmy, you could have been a comedian, so you could you, Paul.
It don't matter. And since I left that drug, I've been doing great.
Can Jimmy hear me when I talk, Paul?
Oh, yeah, he can hear you.
Well, listen, man, I want to ask you guys something. Like, I don't want to get off this court thing yet. So, like, say somebody commits a very, very heinous crime, murder and all this stuff. They don't give them they don't give them death penalty, but they give them, like, 3 life sentences in a day. Just give the freaking death penalty. Why do they want to? How can you serve 3 life sentences plus a day? Come on, man. That's just stupid. It's stupid.
Well, they're saying you're going to die until the governor commutes it. And, you know what I mean? And after 90 years in jail, there'll be a governor that will commute it.
Instead of you never getting out of jail, now you never, ever
they can't keep you when you're dead.
No, they'll actually let him out when he's about 99 or something for the last year.
Fuck that.
The reality would kill him.
Yeah, but life without parole, it sounds good enough, but how do you give somebody 3 life sentences plus a day? Come on,
well, that's liberals. They tell you one thing and they do another.
No. That's just a statement to the guy.
Well,
It's just a statement.
Was it just something to scare him more? Oh, 3 life sentences? Oh my God!
Yeah.
I mean, you can only give 1 life. I mean, you can't.
If I had a life sentence where I was never ever getting out,
You know how many
right?
life sentences have been turned around and commuted?
The first guard I could get the advantage on, I would bite him in the back of the neck.
Well, who was the guy who got a life sentence, but he wanted to be, and they made a movie out called Executioner Song.
Gary Gilmore.
Yeah, I think I would do what he did. I would want to die. I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my
The
natural
firing
life.
squad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fire squad.
Yeah, they
One in the
showed
heart.
it.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, what's his name played the part?
Wasn't it that one guy that plays on? Shoot.
He was on. He was in Men in Black.
Yeah, I can't think. Shoot. Gosh darn it.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee
I was
Jones.
just gonna say that.
He was young though.
Gary Gilmore. It was a great fucking movie.
But they redid it.
I was in the '80s when that all happened. I remember that.
I remember the execution.
Well, we
Oh,
didn't
you
see it
do?
in jail.
What state was that in?
Hello.
Florida.
Utah, I believe.
No, I thought it was Florida.
Oh, hey, I
No.
think we got Jeremy in the channel,
you're right,
guys.
you're right.
Finally.
Jeremy's in.
There he is.
Jeremy's in the house.
A little more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Actually, about 27.
Well, he did send me a message, you guys. I didn't tell you. He said his computer was updating. We were talking.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't want to get off subject. We were having a blast, so.
Well,
Yeah, I haven't been on my computer in like 4 or 5 weeks, so.
you can go that long without porn?
I don't. I have my.
Oh no, well you got it on your phone, so what do you care?
But anyway, you guys, have you heard? You guys, I heard this that they're talking now that the African American voters will be the ones determining who will be sitting in the White House next year. And what population are they in this country?
14.
14%.
Yep.
It was 17 when I was a kid.
Well, how
That
can
their population actually drops.
Oh, their population did drop.
Bringing all these Africans in.
I don't know.
But this report says that they will be the ones deciding who's going to be sitting in the White House this year.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a woman.
I'll tell you something right now, right?
No,
If
they
that's
said
the
Biden.
case,
They said Biden.
right, then Trump gets in again, because I guarantee you more black people are going to vote for Trump this time coming than
the last time. But I'm saying that women's going to make the deal. They voted for Trump the last time, but not as much. Women are 51% of the population. That's who he's got to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. I don't know. Do you guys know who Dennis Michael Lynch is? I don't know if you listen to him or not. Do you know?
It sounds familiar.
Well, anyway, that's what he said, and Trump doesn't have the women vote right now. He says he don't think the women. That's his big worry right now is the woman vote.
Who says he doesn't have the woman vote?
Dennis Michael Lynch was talking. DML, yeah, he was talking
because of the abortion bullshit, and he backs it. The women will go nuts. I don't know. Pro-life's getting a lot bigger than fucking abortion.
I would say with women, pro-life, abortion, it's got to be close to a 50-50 on that one.
Right.
All right, you guys. You guys know how I feel about abortion, but I agree that there is certain stipulations where an abortion is needed. You know what I'm saying? Like incest or something like that.
Incest, I don't get it because there's a morning after.
But you're right, Jimmy.
But I see if it's incest, usually they're not saying anything.
Well, I think one of the stipulations should be if I fuck up, then it's okay.
No, I'm against abortion, you guys. I really am. I mean, because a lady says it's our body, we got a right to choose. But when you get pregnant, it's actually a second body in your body. It's not your body.
Right, it's no longer. Like I said, murder's not a choice.
Right. It is no longer just your body.
Right. Murder's not a choice.
You're sharing your body with another human being at that time.
Yeah, but according to these same women who say it's our body, our choice, it's not your body, your choice when vaccines come around.
I was just going to say that, I was just thinking the same thing.
Well, here in Ohio, if you wreck, then you're drinking and driving and you kill a pregnant lady, they charge you with 2 murders, man.
Right.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
How you can pick and choose that?
And the law lets you get away when they know it's wrong.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a bad subject. I shouldn't even brought it up because I'll just.
No, I like this one.
That's why they said Roe versus Wade should have never been decided the way it was.
It should be redone.
Well,
they
that's
should
why
get rid of it.
Absolutely has to be redone.
Oh, you got to remember, it's a bunch of white guys making this decision right now.
Oh, we're stacked. You know what is it? What? Wait a minute. Where is Ruth Ginsburg, guys? Where is she?
I hope she's dead.
Oh God.
Well, this is where I
He
think
gets in. That's another 4 years. I doubt if she lasts that long.
He's going to get a third.
I doubt if she's lasted this long.
Yeah, I know. She's got a year and a half to go.
No, I think she's already dead.
Me too.
They might be dropping something out. No, this is the month they get together and decide stuff.
Oh, okay.
So she's got to be there.
I just figured she just became
This is where I think
fleshy puppet. Somebody's got a
this is
hand up
where
her
I
ass,
think
fucking a vocal
I wouldn't put
cords.
it past the Democrats to find a look-alike.
this is where I think Trump was a genius. He said he was going to leave the abortion rulings and stuff up to the states. You let them decide for themselves whether they want it or not, which is genius because he knew that this would get challenged eventually and eventually make it all the way to the Supreme Court. Where guess what? Conservative judges.
We got the majority.
I
I don't trust Clarence Thomas. I don't trust him.
It don't matter.
I don't trust fucking what's his face.
Who?
Ruth Bader's gonna be our insurance. Once she's out, we get another one in. Then I don't give a shit what Clarence does. Clarence will go along. He's not for killing kids.
Yeah, I thought he's pretty conservative. He's
Exactly.
very
It was
conservative.
Kennedy. We got rid of him.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys say Clarence is pretty conservative,
On
I don't
abortion,
know.
I think he would be.
I really don't know the man personally. I remember the whole Anita Hill, Clarence Thomas thing on the news, but I haven't really followed him. I don't know. I do hope Trump gets his third nomination, though, even a fourth. I hope he gets a fourth nomination in. You know what I mean?
Didn't Laura Ingraham clerk for fucking, who's the guy we were just
Thomas.
Thomas.
Clarence Thomas?
Yeah, I think she
not-
clerked for him in law school.
I can look it up. Well, who was that again? What was her name?
Laura Ingraham. Ingraham.
Pretty good, Jimmy.
I'm looking it up, man. So,
Go ahead.
Ingram Angle.
The Ingraham
Right.
angle, that's it.
She's
she
on
got
after Hannity.
She got an interview with him once. I'm reading here, man, with him.
I am so proud of my brother Mike for raising a fucking good conservative boy.
Who, Josh?
Usually they don't follow their. Well, yeah, they do follow their parents.
Sometimes they do,
When it comes
sometimes
to
they don't.
politics, it usually.
Well, it depends on the
I was
relationship you have.
Democrat because my mother and father was
Well,
Democrat.
If you
definitely tell
absolutely
you guys
hate your
this.
parents, right,
You might.
you will rebel against them.
I
You'll go
hated
the
it
exact
when I was
opposite.
young.
Right, exactly.
No,
So,
yeah,
when I was
yeah.
younger, I had my own way of thinking, and, for the most part, I did not know how to critically think about the world or how it worked when I was, say, 16. And then, I sit down and I listen to Fox and I listen to CNN, MSNBC, ABC, and I just listen to these people talk and I go, oh my God. I go, Fox is right. These people have no common sense. And not only that, though, but truthfully, my father, he's a goddamn genius sometimes. And just the argument he makes and the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Just all of the facts he lays out on the table, they're just undeniable.
Yeah,
So,
they're undisputable. You left there sitting there with your fucking mouth open, drooling.
Right, it's just implied logic. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know how to use that nowadays. A lot of people just allow their limbic system to hijack their brain and let it rule their lives, and it's upsetting.
Yep. Emotions are everything. Logic is nothing.
Unfortunately, that's the currency of the realm nowadays.
Yeah. High offense means more than your rights.
Yep. That's what we live in today, you guys. It's a country of people being offended over every little thing.
Yep.
And their
Feelings mean more than facts. It's like, well, I got the facts right there. Yeah, but that's not how I feel about it. Yeah, but I don't care how you feel about it. Here's the facts.
Have you guys ever seen the Joe Rogan show?
Oh, I love Joe Rogan.
Laura Ingraham was a judicial clerk in the Second Circuit Court of Appeals of New York for Clarence Thomas.
You're right, whoever that was.
Very good, Jimmy. You nailed that one.
Jimmy's been nailing it all night, man.
Jimmy's like a walking dictionary sometimes.
And Josh, you kind of sound like
And then
Paul.
sometimes he forgets he's actually on the radio.
Yeah, the voice kind of runs in the family. We all sound alike.
You guys got that. I know
I
Jimmy's
was going
got your guys' accent.
to say, don't insult Josh like that.
Well, no.
Well, Jeremy, go fuck yourself.
It's just Paul's got that Paul voice, you know what I mean? And Josh kind of sounds like Paul. I mean, they all got the accent, but they just...
Well, we're related, dude.
I know.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now, what'd you say he was, his uncle or cousin?
He's my uncle.
Oh, so your dad's his brother then, right? Or your
Yes.
mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Well, you got a good uncle. Paul seemed like a pretty good guy. I mean, him and Jimmy both, I know they drink a lot, but we don't.
Josh has come over the house and partaken in the forbidden fruit.
Speaking of which, I might be supplying something soon. Jimmy, I got to get on that, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
I've been hearing all kinds of shit about that stuff being really good for depression.
What?
Oh, actually, yes, it is, and I tested it recently. So a buddy of mine, he decided to start growing them in his house.
Really?
And he grabbed me one fresh off the patty. It was still wet. I ate about just about a gram, and I can't even explain it. Just everything that didn't matter pretty much just shattered around me, and I was so clear. I could just see what it was I needed to do, and me and my buddy sat on a park bench in front of a pond for like 4 hours and just talked about the world. It was awesome.
It's a mild acid trip.
Yeah,
it is.
no bump.
Right.
It's acid without
the thing
bump.
was, I wasn't really hallucinating or anything. I just, like I said, I was just clear-headed.
Just felt great.
I think the only thing you see on mushroom is trails.
Sounds relaxing.
No, see, not for
when
me.
I took ecstasy.
I don't see trails with those. The other way around, actually.
Maybe I'm thinking of mescaline.
You ever take ecstasy, Josh?
No, I've had many occasions to try.
Oh
it,
my God!
I never tried it either.
Dude, the first time I took it, nothing really happened, right? Second time, I was with my ex-girlfriend, and we were walking around in the snow in this tiny little park. It had a river flowing through it, right? I felt great. The person that gave it to me, they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't be drinking on that." I'm like, "It's my buzz. Shut up."
You're really not
sex drug?
supposed to. It dehydrates the fuck out of you.
Is it a good sex drug, though?
Like
Like
puts you in a good mood.
Ecstasy is it's whatever.
From what I hear, I
fucking-
haven't done it.
It's peaceful.
That's
That's how I
That's what I
felt.
mean. It's like utopia.
Utopia. You had that word on your Facebook page once.
It was
Jimmy.
like tripping with no anxiety of any kind.
All right. What about this then?
Oh, that's awesome! Shit, why'd you
How
have
would
to
you
tell me
compare?
that?
How would you compare it to cocaine?
Oh, totally
Cocaine is
not in
all
the realm.
anxiety.
But
Wait,
to me,
cocaine is meth, but it only lasts for 10 minutes.
right.
Basically, yeah.
But
That's
to
what
me,
it
it
is.
was a sex drug.
Oh.
It was a sex drug.
I was gonna say it depends how stepped on your shit is.
Well, yeah,
no,
that's
if you
true.
get a hard on cocaine, which I was able to do, that was another one of
You
that.
can-
that
you can fuck for hours.
fuck for hours.
You
Gotcha.
could drink all night too and not even get drunk. I mean, you could drink cases
Right.
of beer doing it.
Oh, yeah, but here's the problem. The cocaine will always run out first.
Oh yes, before the
And
good
then
Oh
the
yeah,
stuff.
then it
alcohol
catches
catches
up
up
to you
with
about
you.
an hour later.
Yes, before the good stuff starts happening, you always run out. And you're like, shit, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You
I
can't find
can't
it.
drive nor walk.
But this is years ago, though. Years ago, guys. But you guys, I was just here thinking of something, man. It's going on 8:41. We haven't said one thing tonight about our president's birthday today. We needed to wish him happy birthday.
Oh,
yeah,
happy birthday,
Happy
Paul.
birthday, Mr. President.
And you notice the
And you
press
know he's
covered it.
listening to this.
I heard it on Fox now that I mention it.
But I just wanted to bring that up. I mean, we might have forgot about it, but yes, I just wanted to wish our president a happy
Happy birthday.
73.
That's a big one.
73.
I actually saw
70.
his birthday
70.
card.
No, he's 73, Jimmy.
No, he was 69.
No, he's
No,
73 at least.
Yep, I'm pretty sure he turned 73 today.
Look it
Oh,
up,
I
Josh.
thought he turned
Jeremy?
70. All right.
I'll confirm that right now. Hold on.
He's
73.
73. I think he was born in 46, you guys.
Bernie's
1946.
77.
It looks like
Yep.
Jim
Today
is
he's
no longer on the
73 years
dictionary.
old.
Jimmy.
9.
Well, Jimmy, you missed that one. No, I think Biden's the same age as Trump is. I'm pretty sure he is.
No,
Oh,
guys.
hey,
Biden's
guys,
older.
I got
Yeah,
a fun
he's
fact
older.
for you. Donald Trump is the oldest president to be sworn into office.
I thought it was
Yep, older
Reagan.
than
I always thought it was
Reagan,
Reagan.
yes.
Now, what was Reagan, the oldest president when he left the office?
No, oldest
He
to
was-
be sworn in at the time.
Yes, until Trump.
Until Trump.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But man,
Yeah.
Trump
A
gets
lot of
around
parallels
good,
between
man.
Trump and Reagan.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture when Trump was younger when he was meeting Reagan? Did you guys see that picture?
Yeah, shaking
Yeah.
his hand.
Shaking his hand.
Yeah.
And Ronald Reagan said, I felt like I was the one shaking the president's hand.
Wow. That was an awesome picture, though. I mean, to meet Ronald Reagan and you become
Yeah.
the president, you know?
Kurt Cobain. Kurt
What-
Cobain.
What do you guys think about those?
John Lennon both named Donald Trump as somebody that should be president. They were both talking about like a businessman.
Yeah.
And they were
Kurt
liberals.
Cobain and
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
I said, I never knew that.
You guys ain't watched that Roger
both
Stone
died by a
video.
gun wound too. One self-inflicted, one not.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, with Kurt Cobain it wasn't suicide.
No, it definitely was not.
It was involuntary suicide.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
Courtney
Yeah.
Love on the other end of it.
He
You know what
wanted
he's
to
gonna
die
say?
because of the
Like,
woman he was
fuck
with.
off.
She just fucking pulled the trigger.
You know,
Goddamn right.
Courtney Love was a fucking gangbang when she was 14-year-old.
Yeah,
she
she was a
started
fucking-
out with the Allman Brothers and worked her way around.
Yeah, she was a fucking piece of garbage.
Man, she
The Allman
was.
Brothers, they were cool people.
She played on that movie about Jerry Flynn or something, didn't she? Or
Larry
whatever.
Flint.
Larry
Yeah.
Flint, yeah. But you guys, I'm going to go off topic here. In 1946, just because our president was born in 1946, do you guys realize how many famous people was born that year? I mean, we got, I know this, Ted Bundy, I know he's a killer, but he was born that year.
Oh, he's famous.
Freddie Mercury was, I know he's a gay singer, but he was a good singer.
I'd say he'd be 73. I'm just...
Trump. Sylvester Stallone was born in 46. I mean, George W. Bush was born in 46. And the list goes on. And Dolly Parton. It just goes on and on. Andre the Giant. There's so many people born that year, man. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, do you know why? Because there's 365 days in a year.
Well, yeah, I know, but
A ton of people being born on...
yeah, I go back and try to find people born in my year 69, and there's not that many of us like some of you guys,
You were
man.
born in 69?
Yeah. What a
Wow.
babies. That's the...
Because
Hey,
I
man,
know. I
I'm
remember
happy.
Woodstock and fucking the moon landing, you know what I mean? And
I
That
remember
was
the
right.
moon landing bag.
That was right before I was born, Jimmy. So
they're all on top or backwards.
for the moon landing, I was 13. You
I
were
was
3.
4.
3 or 4.
Paul, what year was John born?
Oh, he's 3 years older than me. I was born in 65, so 62.
well, hell, you're only 4 years older than me, Paul, or Jimmy. Yeah, Paul.
but way more wise to the ways of people.
Wow, I feel
got an older brother, Donald?
young.
What's that? I turned 50 this August, you guys.
So, you got an older brother?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of older brothers. I got a
you know
sister.
a lot more for somebody that your age should know because of older siblings.
Oh shoot, my mom is going on 90 right now, you guys. My dad was almost 80 when he died here a few years ago. I've got my family's real old. My mom didn't have me till she's like in her 40s. You know what I mean?
My mother had me at 33.
44, my mother had me, and my father was 49.
Oh, wow. It's God, she was older than my mom, Jimmy. It's a wonder she hadn't already went through the change of life, man.
Yeah, I know. She had another one after me at 48.
Wow.
Or 46 or whatever.
Josh, how old was your mom when you were born?
23?
There you go. Like normal people.
Well,
my mother was 18 with the first one.
That's what my wife, 18 when we had our first one, my wife was. So.
Gary, how old was your mom when you were hatched?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Doesn't say nothing about that. I just said hatched.
68, 69.
They said you were hatched, Jeremy.
If she was alive, she'd be 69. So.
She wasn't 40, man.
You got siblings?
45. She'd have been 24, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Do you got siblings, Jeremy? Brothers and sisters?
Yeah, my brother was born in 71, my oldest sister in 73, me in 74, and my younger sister in 75.
Damn. Stayed busy for a while, didn't
No shit.
The price.
Nice track record.
She probably doing coke those years. I'm just joking, Jeremy. Don't
No, if you think about it, that's when times were good back then.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
obviously,
my
73 had crashed.
My oldest sister's 28, and my youngest sibling is 5. So
wow.
That's a pretty big spread, if you ask me.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And usually when there's a spread like that, there's a ton of kids in between.
My brother was 25 years older.
Oh, don't say that. Thank God there isn't.
No shit.
I can barely handle the siblings I have now.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them to death. They're wonderful kids, but oh my God.
Who is fucking breathing in the background?
That was me, man. I'm a fat guy, all right? I'm rolling a cigarette.
Christ, I
thought
Darth Vader entered the room.
You're not smothering anymore, man. I can't get but I'm serious. I've smoked 5 cigarettes since we've been here talking, man.
I'm excited.
You know, see, I would be smoking, but my cigarettes are in the kitchen, and I don't want to get up and make a bunch of noise.
Are you at home, or are you on the road?
Yep, I'm home.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy,
Otherwise,
you're not talking much.
So loud.
I'm just listening to you guys talk shit about each other.
Home?
What was that, Paul?
Is your dad home?
Actually, I think he went up to Vermont just a few minutes ago to go pick up a new vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of new vehicles, I just picked up one new to me anyway.
Yeah, 2009 HHR for like service calls and things of that nature.
I picked up a 2008 Dodge Charger for $1,000.
Ooh, there you go. Is there anything wrong with it?
Well, yeah, there's a little bit wrong with it, but I drove it over to Donald's house a little bit ago and he didn't see it.
I didn't get it. I got my pajamas on, man.
Yeah. I got my pajamas on.
I'm an old folks.
Still like getting up and walking out.
Here, I'll send a picture of it to Paul.
Well, you guys know Father's Day is day after tomorrow. I don't know. You guys got plans?
I don't have children. Why would I give a fuck?
Oh, okay. Well, it don't matter to you then, does it?
Josh, what are you going to do for Father's Day?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Actually, no. We were supposed to work. We were supposed to work on this massive shit show we've been dealing with for like 3 months now, 4 months. But I think we actually got the weekend off, so I gotta make some plans.
So you're not going to be spending it with the old man?
No, I will be. I think.
Okay. I was going to say
what I'll do is I think I'll get some burgers and some hot dogs, grill out for everybody, get them a gift and a card and shit, you know.
It's only kids.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that dead? I don't know.
Sent you a picture, Paul. Well, I sent you a video earlier, too. You'll enjoy that.
Probably working.
There you go.
You know, the cool thing about having TeamSpeak on my cell phone,
fucking curse my own.
I can surf anything I want while doing the show with you guys.
I think you're coming in good from a cell phone, man. I think you're coming in really good.
Holy crap! $1,000?
Yep.
What is it? What'd you buy, Jeremy?
2008 Dodge Charger.
I didn't even see it, man.
Wow, that's nice.
You paid? What did you pay for that?
$1,000.
Nice.
Wow.
Paul, send it over to me.
Any rottage? Because it doesn't look like it from the top.
It drives like a brand new car.
No, any rottage?
No rust, no anything. There's a few scratches on it. You can see the clear coat's faded on the hood. And when I got this thing, it was covered in dirt and little tree buds and shit like that.
You got that for $1,000? That's a steal.
It was sitting in a fucking mud hole.
Are you cars expensive?
Do we hate him now, Josh?
Maybe, yeah.
There's gotta be damage that was
address
sitting
and
in the
go
mud
fucking
hole.
jack
There's gotta
the
be
car.
water damage.
Well, you think that's bad? I'm getting ready to buy another one just like it for $2,000 with a Hemi in it.
What, you buy it from a little old lady or something? Like, what the fuck?
She just drove it to the crack house and back on Sundays.
I was actually on my way to look at a zero-turn lawnmower.
Those are nice, man.
When I seen this thing sitting in a friend's yard under a tree covered in fucking dirt and God knows what else, tree limbs, and I asked him about it.
Did you say lawnmower or did you say Honda?
Lawnmower.
Zero turn. But anyway, you guys, Jeremy, or not Jeremy, Jeremy, Josh, are cars expensive up New Hampshire, used cars? I'm sorry, Jeremy.
No, you can find shit boxes for $400.
I mean,
half decent car
Mass,
for
so it's
$1,000.
even worse here.
I'm paying $1,600 for a car. It's an Infinity, but I still think it's a shit box.
Okay, I just
want to know what I've been looking for recently? I've been looking for like the old '70s conversion vans. I want to make a shaggin' wagon.
Oh man, you look like a liberal, one of them peace lovers, man.
Yeah,
I want to put a Led Zeppelin here.
No, you know what you do is you use them square vans, and you cut a hole in the roof, and you move it up a floor.
Actually, I was thinking about cutting a hole in the floor so I could take a shit in it if I'm traveling anywhere.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, I'm sure they you can do that. Actually, it would catch it in a tank.
Josh, just buy a small camper.
You guys know that
everything's in it already. Everything you need's in it. Why would you buy a stupid van that you can't even stand up in?
Right, buy a fucking pickup and pull one.
You could do that. That's a great idea too. But they got the little ones. You know, they're big in the back but small in the front.
Right.
They're easy to drive. Everything's already in there.
Well, you guys know VW is bringing back the bus, don't you?
Really?
I saw that there.
Ugly. The old ones are ugly.
Those things were kind of ugly, I must say, but it's cool to see.
I don't
It's all electric. Hey, good luck. I go for electric if they last.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'd like the one with electric and gas and keep going electric, but in case the electric dies, you got gas to back it up.
Did you know at every Hilton hotel there's at least 2 fucking charges?
Oh, really?
By Hilton, I mean any Hilton. Like,
Nope.
Anyone that falls
I was at a Hilton today and there was not one in the parking lot. No, not today. Yesterday. I apologize.
What was you wanting, Jimmy? Like a hybrid for electric and gas? Is that what you was wanting?
Yeah, I don't know if the Volkswagen bus is it. It might have.
You're pushing the button, you don't have to.
It made me sound lower though, too, didn't it?
And you want a car you have to plug in at night.
Yeah, I'd like to have that.
Yeah, you'd forget. And then you'd wake up in the morning and then you'd go, oh shit, I didn't plug my car in.
I'd have to get a top for it, put it under so I can put the electric.
Then you're going to call Pete in the morning and you go, I'll be there in about 8 hours. I got to plug my car in. I forgot to last night.
No, that's why you got a gas backup.
Hybrid. That's why it's a hybrid. It's a.
Oh, you want a faggy Prius?
Are you going to drive?
Yeah, I was going to say you want to drive a Prius.
No, but a Volkswagen Benz, I can put my fucking tools in it.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing for a living right now? Are you still cutting trees or what, man?
Yes, I murder trees on a daily basis.
So is Jimmy working with you now?
No, I'm working on the weekends with a friend of mine.
And you
I
do
would
trees
not let
too.
Jimmy anywhere around falling trees.
Neither. Too much
He gets
for me.
wood.
You gotta look up, Jim. Look up.
Paul, since you do that a lot, I'm sure you use a chainsaw a lot, right?
I don't actually use chainsaws a lot.
He
I run the
refuses
chipper.
to.
Oh, you run the chipper, but I was going to ask you, one of my
Which is more
friends...
dangerous, by the way, Jimmy.
It is pretty dangerous. One of my friends bought a Makita. It takes 2 batteries, a chainsaw. I'll tell you that thing, man, it's awesome, dude. It's a battery-powered chainsaw.
How big of a tree you got to cut?
What's he trim his nails with it?
No, trim his suckers.
It's a full-size chainsaw, man. They said it'll last like 4 tanks of gas in a regular chainsaw. 1 charge wheel, 2 batteries. I mean, I've tried it out. That thing's awesome, dude. They said that's going to be the future. They're going to get rid of all these gas-powered chainsaws, weed eaters, and they even got a battery-operated wheelbarrow, guys. Battery-operated wheelbarrow.
How lazy can you get?
I mean, people get lazy, man.
It's the future, Jimmy. Electric chainsaws will be taking down redwoods.
This has got something to do with Trump related. The gasoline. They want 15% ethanol now. Now that's good for cars because they can tweak the cars to make their carburetor last.
Right.
It's no good. Small engines, bikes, motorcycles. It's just no good. 50% alcohol kills engines.
Kills people too.
It burns hotter, don't it, Jimmy? Don't it burn hotter?
11% alcohol.
No,
won't
Trump
kill
was
you.
touting it. It was great for our farmers.
Hey, God, man, all that farm equipment ain't most of that diesel.
By the way, what time is it?
It's
It
8:58,
is
guys.
8:58.
Oh shit! We gotta fucking get this going. Coming up next, Mr. Glenn Spillman,
Right.
and we'd like to do
Gonna
a
be
shout
a
out to the
rerun of
troops.
last week's.
To all the troops serving here and abroad, and our veterans who have served us in the past. Donald, is there anything you want to plug?
No, I would just like to thank you guys for having me on your show tonight, guys. Thank you.
Trojan.
All
Never
right.
forget Trojan.
Stay tuned for Glenn Spillman with Sports Insider. Like I said, it's a rerun from last week.
Oh.
But he'll be back this week. He had an emergency. They brought his family to a hotel.
Yeah, you don't have to over-explain it, Jim.
All right.
I would like to say one more thing before I leave, though, you guys, about Trump. One real quick thing.
Well, go ahead.
In 2020, his biggest opponent will be voter fraud, not a Democratic candidate.
Very good, very profound.
Round of applause. I definitely agree.
Yes.
All right, folks. You all take care.
Good night, everyone.
All right, gents. Have a good one.
Adios.
How